The morning air carried the scent of jasmine, mingling with the gentle rustle of bamboo leaves. I approached the Buddha, my mind troubled by the restlessness within. His serene posture under the Bodhi tree exuded a profound sense of peace. I knelt before him, my heart seeking answers to a gnawing question. "Master," I began, my voice trembling with uncertainty, "why does happiness always seem just beyond my reach?" The Buddha's eyes, calm as still waters, met mine with infinite compassion. He gestured toward the lotus pond nearby. "Do you see the lotus blooming amidst the mud?" he asked, his voice a balm to my soul. I nodded, watching the delicate petals sway in the breeze. "The lotus does not chase the sun, nor does it lament the rain," the Buddha continued. "It blooms, rooted in its nature, accepting all that comes." His words settled over me, yet my heart struggled to comprehend their depth. "But Master," I persisted, "is not happiness something we must strive for? Something to achieve?" The Buddha smiled gently, his expression as radiant as the morning light. "Happiness," he said, "is not a destination, nor is it a prize to be won." He reached for a pebble and cast it into the pond. Ripples spreading in widening circles. "Observe the ripples," he said. "Do they chase the water? Or do they flow effortlessly outward?" I watched, mesmerized by the patterns forming on the surface of the pond. "To chase happiness," the Buddha continued, "is to deny its presence in the here and now." The disciples gathered around us, drawn by the Master's words, their faces reflecting their inner quests. "When you grasp at happiness," the Buddha said, "you reduce it to something external, something separate from yourself." His gaze swept over the group, resting on each of us with an encouraging warmth. "True happiness dwells within," he declared, waiting to be realized, not pursued. A bird's song punctuated the silence that followed, its melody a testament to the beauty of the present moment. "Master," I asked, "how can one find happiness without seeking it? Without effort or action?" The Buddha's expression remained serene, his voice steady as he replied, "By embracing acceptance, by being present, and by relinquishing attachment," he said. He lifted a handful of earth, letting the grains slip through his fingers. "Happiness is not in holding tightly," he explained, "but in letting go and trusting the flow of life." The sun climbed higher, casting dappled shadows through the leaves. As the lesson unfolded, the Buddha's presence, rooted in unwavering clarity, illuminated truths hidden within our hearts. "Master," another disciple ventured, "what of those who find joy in material possessions and worldly pleasures?" The Buddha regarded the questioner with kind eyes, his answer patient and profound. "Such joy," he said, "is like a candle in the wind, flickering and fleeting, subject to the whims of circumstance." He picked up a flower, its bloom vibrant yet fragile. "This flower's beauty will fade," he observed, "but its essence is eternal, found in its impermanence." I pondered his words, the weight of impermanence sinking into my understanding. "Master," I said, "if all is impermanent, then is happiness an illusion?" The Buddha smiled, his wisdom unwavering as he replied, "Happiness is not an illusion," he said. "It is the awakening to life's impermanent nature, not the denial of it." His words resonated deeply, shifting my perspective from seeking to being, from grasping to accepting. The disciples listened intently, their faces reflecting the seeds of understanding planted by the Master's teachings. "The true nature of happiness," the Buddha said, "lies in embracing the present, without attachment, without aversion." The pond shimmered under the sunlight, a mirror to the clarity of the Buddha's wisdom. "Master," I asked, "how does one let go of attachments, especially when they bring comfort and security?" His response was gentle, yet unwavering. "By recognizing that comfort built on attachment is fragile," he said, "and by seeking peace within." He gestured toward the horizon, where the sky met the earth in an endless embrace. Happiness, the Buddha concluded, is not something to chase, but a state to realize through awareness and acceptance. The breeze carried his words across the gathering, touching each heart with a profound stillness. As the day wore on, the lesson settled within me, its truth growing clearer with every breath. The Buddha's teachings, like the ripples on the pond, extended outward, touching lives in ways unseen but deeply felt. His wisdom illuminated the path to happiness, not as a destination, but as a journey rooted in the present. The scent of jasmine lingered, a reminder of the fleeting yet eternal beauty of the moment. Another day, another sunrise bathed the land in golden hues. As the Buddha led us to a distant hillside, the breeze carried the scent of wildflowers, calming our minds as we ascended the path. At the summit, the view stretched endlessly, a tapestry of earth and sky in perfect harmony. The Buddha stood still, his gaze fixed on the horizon, embodying the stillness we sought. He gestured for us to sit, and the earth beneath felt cool and grounding. Each of us held a small clay cup given by the Buddha before our journey. This cup, the Buddha began, is your heart, open and ready to hold the essence of life. His words, deliberate and measured, drew us into a space of quiet introspection. Imagine, he said, this cup filled with your desires, your achievements, your joys, and your sorrows. We closed our eyes, envisioning the contents of our hearts poured into these small vessels. The weight of expectations and the essence of fulfillment blended within the confines of the clay cups. Does your cup feel heavy? The Buddha asked, his question resonating deeply with our inner burdens. One disciple spoke. Master, it feels full, yet unsteady, as if the contents might spill at any moment. The Buddha nodded, his understanding transcending words. Happiness, he said, when confined, becomes fragile, precarious, subject to loss and impermanence. He turned his own cup upside down, letting its imaginary contents spill onto the earth. Why would you empty your cup, Master? A disciple asked, confusion mingling with curiosity. The Buddha's gaze softened as he replied, because the cup itself holds the truth. Happiness is not found in its contents but in its openness. He handed his empty cup to the disciple, its lightness a contrast to the heaviness of expectations. When the cup is full, he continued, it cannot receive. When it is empty, it is open to all. We followed the Buddha's example, turning our cups upside down and letting go of their imagined weight. The act, simple yet profound, left us with a sense of lightness, a release from the constraints of grasping. Do not fear emptiness, the Buddha said, his voice carrying the wisdom of countless lifetimes. It is in the empty spaces that life flourishes, that the heart finds room to grow. The sun climbed higher, casting shadows that danced with the rhythm of the wind. The hillside, vibrant with life, became a mirror to the lesson unfolding before us. Master, a disciple ventured, how do we live without clinging to the contents of our cups? The Buddha smiled, his presence as steady as the mountain beneath us. By understanding that what you hold is transient, he said, and by embracing the flow of life. He picked a single blade of grass, its simplicity embodying the essence of the teaching. This grass, he said, is nourished by the earth, yet it does not cling to it. It grows, it sways, it returns. His words, so simple yet profound, touched the core of our being, dissolving the barriers between self and life. To let go, the Buddha continued, is not to abandon, but to trust in the impermanence that sustains all things. His hands, empty yet full of grace, gestured toward the vast sky above. Master, I asked, how can we trust in something as impermanent as life itself? The Buddha's gaze met mine, his wisdom unwavering. Impermanence, he said, is not a flaw but a gift. for it teaches us to cherish the present. His answer resonated, shifting the ground of my understanding from fear to appreciation. The disciples, moved by his teachings, let the lesson settle into their hearts like seeds awaiting the rain. The Buddha's presence, unwavering in its clarity, illuminated the path to a deeper understanding of happiness. Happiness, he said, is not in possession, but in participation. In the act of being fully present, the wind whispered through the wildflowers, carrying the essence of the Buddha's words to every corner of our consciousness. Master, another disciple asked, what if the heart resists letting go, clinging to the comfort of its attachments? The Buddha's expression remained serene. His answer as gentle as the breeze. Resistance, he said, is the voice of fear, the misunderstanding that clinging brings security. He placed his empty cup on the ground, its simplicity embodying the teaching. The cup does not fear being empty, he explained, for it knows its purpose lies in being open. The lesson deepened, revealing layers of truth that resonated with the rhythm of our breath. Master, I asked, if happiness is not something we can hold, how do we experience it? The Buddha's answer was as clear as the morning sky. By living, he said, by opening your heart to the fullness of each moment, without grasping, without aversion. His words, like the sunlight on the hillside, illuminated the hidden corners of our hearts. The Buddha's teachings, simple yet profound, became a compass guiding us toward a state of being beyond striving. Happiness, he concluded, is not an outcome, but a presence, a harmony with the flow of life. The day unfolded in silence, the lesson reverberating within us, its truth becoming a part of our being. As the sun began its descent, the hillside became a tapestry of colors, reflecting the impermanence of beauty. The Buddha's presence, as steadfast as the mountain, remained a source of inspiration. Master, I said, your words have emptied my heart of fear, leaving a space filled with peace. The Buddha's smile, as radiant as the setting sun, held the answer without words. In that space, he said, happiness resides, not as something to hold, but as something to live. The journey down the hillside became a meditation, each step a reminder of the lesson learned. The cups we carried, once heavy with the weight of our desires, now felt as light as air. The Buddha's teachings, like the wind through the wildflowers, became a part of us, a truth to carry forward. The night embraced the land, and the stars emerged, their light a testament to the beauty of emptiness. The Buddha's words, etched into our hearts, guided us to a deeper understanding of happiness. In the stillness of the night, the lesson became clear: happiness is not in the chase, but in the presence, the openness to life as it is. Another day, another dusk cast its golden glow as the Buddha gathered us beneath the ancient Bodhi tree for evening meditation. The fireflies danced in the deepening twilight, their glow reminiscent of stars scattered across the heavens. The air was still, carrying a sense of profound silence that beckoned reflection and clarity. The Buddha sat serenely, his posture a mirror to the calm that settled over the gathering disciples. I knelt before him, the question lingering in my heart, seeking the wisdom only he could illuminate. Master, I began, my voice trembling with the weight of my inquiry. How do we find happiness that endures, beyond impermanence? The Buddha's gaze rested on me, his compassion infinite, his wisdom a light guiding my troubled heart. Happiness, he said, is not found in permanence. For the nature of all things is to rise and fall, to change. His words were gentle, yet they resonated with the strength of undeniable truth, a reminder of life's fleeting beauty. He reached for a nearby flower, its delicate bloom vibrant in the dim light, and held it aloft. This flower, the Buddha said, will wither, just as all things must pass. Yet its beauty in this moment is undeniable. His voice, steady as the earth, carried the lesson to the depths of our being, awakening us to impermanence. To find happiness, he continued, is not to resist impermanence but to embrace it, to live fully within its flow. The disciples leaned closer, their hearts eager to grasp the profound wisdom unfolding before them. The Buddha placed the flower gently on the ground, its fragile form a testament to the transient nature of life. Master, a disciple asked, how do we embrace impermanence without losing hope or joy? The Buddha's expression remained serene, his answer as steady as the stars emerging in the night sky. By understanding that impermanence is not loss but transformation, he said, it is the essence of growth and renewal. He paused, allowing his words to settle, then gestured toward the vast horizon where day met night. Happiness arises, he said, when we stop resisting impermanence and instead cherish the present without clinging to it. His gaze met each of us, his presence a source of comfort amidst the uncertainties of life. To live fully, he declared, is to find joy in the fleeting, to accept change as a gift, not a threat. The fireflies, their glow gentle yet persistent, danced in harmony with the rhythm of the teaching. Master, I asked, is it possible to find happiness in sorrow, in the moments that seem devoid of light? His answer, patient and profound, reached into the depths of my doubt and fear. Sorrow, he said, is a mirror reflecting the depth of your capacity to feel, to connect, to grow. His voice carried a wisdom that transformed sorrow from burden to opportunity, from shadow to light. Happiness, he explained, is not the absence of sorrow but the presence of acceptance, of understanding. The disciples sat in silence, the lesson resonating within, its truth unfolding like the petals of a flower. The Buddha's teachings, simple yet profound, illuminated the path to a happiness rooted not in avoidance but in awareness. Master, a disciple ventured, how do we find strength when impermanence challenges our peace? The Buddha's gaze softened as he replied, strength is not found in resisting change but in flowing with it, in embracing its lessons. He gestured toward the Bodhi tree, its ancient form rooted in the earth yet reaching for the sky. This tree, he said, endures not by resisting the seasons but by growing through them, by adapting to their gifts. His words, clear as the night sky, became a compass guiding us to a deeper understanding of life and happiness. Master, I said, your teachings awaken a peace within, yet fear lingers in the face of the unknown. The Buddha's smile, as gentle as the light of the fireflies, carried the answer without hesitation. Fear, he said, is the mind's attempt to grasp what cannot be controlled, to resist the flow of impermanence. His wisdom, unwavering, dissolved the barriers of fear, revealing the clarity of acceptance as a path to peace. Happiness, he continued, is not found in control but in trust, in surrendering to life as it unfolds. The night deepened, the stars bright against the velvet sky, their light a testament to the beauty of impermanence. The Buddha's presence, as steady as the earth beneath us, became a source of inspiration and comfort. Master, a disciple asked, how do we cherish the present without clinging to it? The Buddha's answer was as clear as the reflection in the still waters of the pond. By living fully, he said, by embracing each moment as it is, without expectation, without resistance. His words, simple yet profound, transformed the present from fleeting to eternal, from transient to timeless. The disciples, moved by his teachings, meditated on the lesson, letting its truth settle into the depths of their hearts. The Buddha's presence, unwavering in its clarity, illuminated the path to a happiness beyond striving. Happiness, he said, is not an object to possess but a harmony with the flow of life. The fireflies danced, their glow a reflection of the wisdom unfolding in the gathering, their light a symbol of hope. Master, I said, your teachings dissolve the barriers of fear, leaving a space filled with peace and understanding. The Buddha's smile, as radiant as the moonlight, held the answer without words. In that space, he said, happiness resides, not as something external but as a presence within the heart. His words, like the stars scattered across the heavens, became a guiding light, a truth to carry forward. The night embraced the gathering, and the lesson unfolded in the stillness of the moment. The Bodhi tree, ancient and steadfast, stood as a witness to the profound truths shared beneath its canopy. The disciples, their hearts transformed by the teachings, began to understand the true nature of happiness. Master, I said, your wisdom opens the heart to impermanence, revealing the gift it holds. The Buddha's smile, gentle and wise, carried the answer beyond words, a reflection of the peace within. Happiness, he said, is not found in permanence but in presence, in living each moment as it is. The fireflies, their dance endless, reflected the beauty of life's impermanence, a lesson etched into the heart of the night. The disciples sat in silence, the stillness becoming a space for reflection, for understanding, for growth. The Buddha's teachings, simple yet profound, became a compass guiding us to a happiness rooted in the present. Master, I said, your words transform fear into trust, revealing the strength within to embrace life as it flows. The Buddha's gaze met mine, his compassion infinite, his wisdom a light guiding the path of my understanding. In trust, he said, happiness resides, not as an object to chase but as a presence to live. The lesson deepened, its truth unfolding with the rhythm of the night, becoming a part of our being. The stars scattered across the heavens became a reflection of the wisdom shared beneath the Bodhi tree's canopy. The Buddha's presence, as steadfast as the tree, became a source of inspiration and peace. Master, I said, your teachings illuminate the heart, dissolving fear and revealing the beauty of life's impermanence. The Buddha's smile, as radiant as the moonlight, held the answer without words, a reflection of the peace within. Happiness, he said, is not found in resisting impermanence but in embracing it, in living within its flow. The fireflies danced endlessly, their glow a reminder of the beauty inherent in life's transient nature. The night embraced the gathering, and the lesson unfolded in the stillness of the moment, its truth eternal. The disciples, their hearts transformed by the teachings, began to understand the true nature of happiness. Master, I said, your wisdom awakens a peace within, revealing the strength to flow with life as it unfolds. The Buddha's gaze, infinite in compassion, carried the answer beyond words, illuminating the path of understanding and growth. The stars scattered across the heavens became a testament to the beauty of impermanence, a guiding light within the night. The Bodhi tree, ancient and steadfast, stood as a witness to the profound truths shared beneath its canopy. I see my reflection, Master, but it is distorted by the ripples, Mara replied, his voice tinged with frustration. Buddha picked up a small pebble and cast it into the pond. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.